my fiddle back from the violin shop, my main fiddle, and I was going to switch to that today to talk about stuff in a video of some kind. But then I realized that I haven't told you all the story of how I got this fiddle. Which I love very much, but is now relegated to being my second fiddle, but that's okay. It still holds a great place in my heart. So here's what happened. I was in Weiser, Idaho at the National Fiddle Championships, and I was 25 years old. And at that point, I had been to, I don't know, what felt like 107 different colleges. And I was ostensibly pursuing a career in academia. Maybe I was going to go into some sort of subject and get a post-grad degree of some kind and a graduate degree. But I knew in my heart that's not really what I wanted to do. But I was getting up the nerve to tell the people in my life that that was not what I wanted to do. And so I was standing on the side of the stage, and back then, back in my day, the stage at the National Fiddle Championships in Weiser, Idaho was a square in the middle of the gymnasium, and people sat all the way around it, and it was super dark in there except for the stage, and the microphone came right out of the ceiling, so it was very much boxing. It was giving boxing ring. And so I was standing getting ready to walk up the ramp to go compete, like it was my time. They were, Jack Link was about to announce my name, right? And I turned to my mom, as my mom was sitting on the bleachers there, and just really, out of the blue, I just yelled, "I'm not going back to college. I'm just going to play and teach the fiddle." And my mom very calmly said, "Well, I guess we'll have to get you a better fiddle then." Which is a pretty great response when you're saying things dramatically that are altering the course of your life. And so that week, we went and met with Lisa Barrett, who I mentioned in an earlier video. She was a teacher, an important mentor of mine, and she always had fiddles for sale. And so she had this fiddle, and it had been made in China originally, and then she finished it. I think she put the varnish on it and put it together and set it up and all of that. So it was sort of like half Chinese, half Lisa Barrett. And I picked it out, and it was pretty sharp and crisp back then, and I've had it regraduated since, so it's kind of rounded out a little bit more since then. And I played it for 5 years until I got my main fiddle, but it has a lot of really great memories because of how it came about. And so it's going to go back in its other little case for now, but you'll see it again, I promise.